Have you ever put anything down before and you know that you put it down, where you put it down, you know, and then you go back to where you put it and it is not there. And for the life of you, you're like, I know I put it there and it's not there. And is this a habit? Does this often happen to you? So in this video, we're going to be talking about that and some other gems of wisdom, hopefully. So stick around for that video. Hey guys, it is Jillian Schleiger. I had a question pop up in my inbox asking me from a longtime audience member, and she said, I often lose stuff. So I wanted to do a video around that. I'm not doing any free consultation or coaching by DMs, but I often open the floor up for questions that people have that I can maybe riff on and do a video on. So I thought this would be a perfect video. I've called this Lost and Found. There's a cheat sheet available. So if you want that, comment below or check in the description and the link to grab that cheat sheet will be there. And I wanted to just talk about, because she said, can I use muscle testing with this? And I'm like, okay, sure, you can. But how this works is muscle testing allows you to tune in to the kind of behind the scenes, the behind the curtain, right? To check in with the Wizard of Oz, right? You're looking behind the curtain, you're asking questions, and you're gaining wisdom that's kind of just underneath the surface, right? That's what muscle testing allows you to do. It allows you to ask questions and to gain answers to things that maybe you want some deeper knowledge of. This allows you to check in with your body, your mind, your spirit or energy, and your emotional body as well. And you just ask questions and gain truthful answers as long as you're in coherence and as long as you are at a vibration that's above 200 megahertz, as per Dr. David Hawkins. So you can ask questions in relation to Lost and Found. You can ask questions like, am I ready to release this habit of losing stuff? So are you ready for another way? Are you ready for another reality? Are you ready to choose something different than what you've been choosing? As in that reality of, oh, I'm just a person that loses things, right? I lose my stuff. That's who I am. Are you really ready to release that habit or identity? Are you ready for that? Another question you could ask that you could muscle test around is, did I learn this habit from someone else, or is this someone else's interpretation or point of view that I'm entangled with, either mentally, energetically, or emotionally entangled with someone else's point of view that leads me to lose my stuff all the time? Another question that you could ask and muscle test around is there a benefit to me losing stuff? Because often we don't do things where there isn't a benefit. We're benefiting in some way. So what is the benefit? So you can definitely check in, you can definitely muscle test around those. Now, if you don't have the muscle testing workbook, I have a free video and I have a cheat sheet or a toolkit, Muscle Testing 101 toolkit that is for free. If you want that, check in the description for that link as well. And that tells you all about, the link actually is in, if you want the Lost and Found cheat sheet, the link to the workbook is, or the muscle testing toolkit is in that cheat sheet as well. So you can muscle test. Muscle testing is one of my favorite tools. I love it. I love muscle testing. It's so powerful. And it's really kind of a hidden gem within plain sight that you can use for a variety of things. I use it within my own healing system, and my healing system is called CRM, or Coherent Resonance Mapping. And this is what I suggest to implement when you're struck with something in your life that you're frustrated with or dissatisfied with, like I lose stuff all the time, right? You can muscle test to gain answers, or you can choose a different reality. And that's what CRM helps you to do. CRM helps you to choose a different and create a different reality. So there's only 3 steps in this process of CRM. The first one is witness. So you witness what in your reality that you're dissatisfied with. And what do you want to choose instead? And witnessing allows you to be a little bit courageous with yourself and really ask some tough questions, right? So witnessing, you're going to witness what it is in your reality that you're really frustrated with. And it does take some courage to do that, right? You need to be honest. You need to be open with yourself and go, oh, right, that kind of sucks, right? Can I choose something different? Do I believe that I can choose something different? And of course, hopefully that answer is yes, I hope, right? So witnessing what you want changed allows you to create a statement in the positive. So if there's something that you don't like in your reality, you want to flip that into a positive to create something different. So if it's I always lose my stuff, flipping that would be I always find what I'm looking for. I know exactly where all my stuff is, right? Creating a very short statement in the positive to flip that negative frustration or dissatisfaction. Okay, so that's witnessing what you don't like, flipping it into the positive and creating a statement which will be anchored in step 3. A positive statement that allows you to create something different and something that you want rather than that dissatisfaction. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is to shift. And this is one of my favorite things. So when we shift a dissatisfaction, this is one of the most powerful tools. If you guys have seen my videos before, you know that I talk all the time about a whiteboard tool. This is the whiteboard tool. And only implement this tool if you want your life to change. If you don't want your life to change, I'm warning you right now, just shut the video off. Okay? It changes your life. It seems silly and simple and kind of stupid, but that's why it's so effective. It speaks directly to your subconscious mind. So this whiteboard tool is essentially you're visualizing or pretending or imagining that there is a huge whiteboard out in front of you. And this whiteboard can be a symbol of many different things, but right now we're going to name it certainty. So the whiteboard is your percentage of certainty. You have 0% on the left and 100% on the right. So if you thought that you were going to tap your heels 3 times and $100 million will be in your bank account by the end of the 3rd tap, how certain are you that that's going to happen? And you can just pop that up, like your head, your imagination, your subconscious mind just goes, oh, well that's, 89.5%, or that's 0, or that's 2%, right? You're playing with this whiteboard and you're playing with your subconscious. And guess what? Your subconscious loves to play. Your subconscious loves to play. Okay? So play more with your subconscious. Use this whiteboard tool. Another question you can ask with this whiteboard is, how certain am I that the sun will rise tomorrow? And just immediately you'll get a percentage, or you'll see a percentage, or a number will pop into your head. However it works for you, go with it. Doesn't matter. Just go with it. How certain are you that the moon will rise tonight? How certain are you that you can take your next breath? How certain are you that you can heal pain in your body easily? Right? So CRM has a bunch of tools. One is healing pain in the body. But in this process, we're using the 3-step process of witnessing what you're dissatisfied with, shifting that dissatisfaction, and anchoring into something that creates more for you. So the whiteboard tool, we're now going to implement the certainty with your anchor or your statement from the first step of witnessing. So you're going to witness your dissatisfaction and flip it into the positive. In this video, we're talking about lost and found. So the anchor I created, and you can create your own, was I always find what I'm looking for. Or I keep track of my things very well, very easily, right? Now I almost said I never lose my stuff, and we don't want to actually say things like that. I almost fell down a rabbit hole. The subconscious mind and the universe can't understand like double negatives, right? I never lose, or I don't have, right? I don't have pain. We want to say I am feeling fine and healthier. I'm feeling healthier and healthier. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling well. My body feels wonderful, right? Those are the words that we want to use. We don't even want to say I'm not in pain, because the sentence has the word pain in it. So we wouldn't want to say I never lose my stuff, because that cancels each other out. It doesn't even cancel each other out. When you say words of lose, then the universe or your subconscious mind or your reticular activating system goes, oh, you want to lose stuff, right? It doesn't work. We want to word it very clearly with, and this came up with a client recently, and I'm wondering if I should do another maybe class on this or video. We want to be very clear in what we tell our subconscious mind. What is it you actually want to create? If you lose stuff all the time, and I'm saying over here, this is my left. So when I do that, I'm saying this is the past. You're no longer resonating with that. You're no longer losing your stuff. You're now creating a reality. This is my right. This is the future. You're now creating a reality where you always find the stuff that you need. Like before you even need it, it's there, right? So that's the reality that you want to create. So use the whiteboard, your percentage of certainty on this whiteboard out in front of you. And the whiteboard could be like a huge fridge, or it could be magnetic. And you see these magnets or pins or stickers or colors or whatever it may be for you. So repeating that statement, that anchor of, I always find what I'm looking for, right? What I'm looking for is exactly where, I was going to say exactly where you find it. Of course, right? What you're looking for is always in the last place you look. But create an anchor statement, create an anchor, and use the whiteboard to check in, test your level of certainty with that statement, okay? And if it's lower than 80% on your whiteboard, then you want to actually pretend like you can grab that percentage and raise it up to close to 100%. So, and check in with, I'm certain that the sun will rise in the morning, right? Check in with that and feel, okay, so that feels like it's 100%. I'm certain that the sun will rise tomorrow, 100%. Okay, cool. So I'm certain that I always find what I'm looking for. And check in with the difference of where that is, okay? And then you can grab that percentage and bring it up to 100. And now that's shifting. So we've gone through the three stages of CRM, coherent resonance mapping, is witness, shift, anchor. We've already created our anchor statement. That was a statement from the witness stage, the first stage. We use that anchor on our whiteboard to test our level of certainty with that statement. Step 3 is rinse and repeat, essentially. You're anchoring that statement into your body, into your reticular activating system, into your subconscious mind. You're anchoring it, which is just repeating it. And as Florence Scovel Shinn says in her books, or she has a book called Your Word is Your Wand. And I love that. Love that book, love her work. And yeah, your word is your wand. Repeating something over and over again. Repeating it and repeating it anchors it into your subconscious. And if you, in the cheat sheet, I have it here beside me, that's what I'm looking at and reading. In the cheat sheet, there's more detail, there's more information for you to go through, and you can muscle test different things about your belief of that anchor statement, your confidence if that will create for you, right? You can muscle test different things in regards to your anchor statement and the thing, which is the thing that you want to create instead of something else that's causing you pain, that's causing you dissatisfaction, right? So use this, repeat that anchor statement, repeat this process, Comment below with how it went for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this process. This is CRM. This is my life. This is my heart and soul. I created this system to help spiritual bosses create with spiritual tools, and I hope that will become one of your favorite spiritual tools. I'll see you in the next video, and make sure that you hit subscribe and like, and yeah, I'll see you next time.